Good Saturday to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather Update. This one is for April the 26th, 2014. Yesterday, it was a horrible day here across eastern North Carolina. Multiple reports of tornadoes, actually multiple large tornadoes being reported yesterday, and got out today and assessed the damage, and the National Weather Service going out there as well and assessing the damage from yesterday's tornadoes and straight line winds as well. So we'll talk about that here in just a second, but also we got to look ahead to next week. Now, granted, tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day, but things will be going downhill as we head towards next week, which will bring us a chance for even some severe storms as we head towards Wednesday of next week. So we'll look at that here in the update video. So yesterday we had the EF3 tornado with estimated winds of about 150 miles per hour at Chocowinity, Wichards Beach in Washington last night. And needless to say, going out there and seeing that damage today, it's well warranted. It's definitely a sight to see out there, and a lot of folks are still having to deal with that tonight, and the Beaufort County is still underneath a state of emergency that will likely continue for several weeks because of that, for several days rather, due to the fact that there was so much damage in that area of eastern North Carolina. An EF2 tornado touched down in Chicod and Pitt County. We are waiting until tomorrow to find out if there was any damage on the west side of Pitt County out towards Farmville, Belvoir, Falkland area. We do know that there was a tornado on the ground at some point. We are still trying to figure out what exactly has happened there, but the National Weather Service sending out another team tomorrow to go to western Pitt and Greene counties, where we did have a tornado on the ground at Castoria, and they're ruling right now that the shine damage was straight line winds, but obviously they are going to go out there and check that to make sure. There was also an EF2 tornado that touched down at Brinkleyville in Halifax County last night. As the first line of storms, that's actually the first storm of the day, was up in Halifax County, and the second round pretty much came in northeast North Carolina, stretching from Chowan County through Perquimans and into Pasquotank and Camden counties, including the cities of Edenton, Hertford, as well as Elizabeth City. Multiple reports of an EF2 damage out of those storms. A lot of people displaced there. I think 17 injured that part of the system. And again, the National Weather Service is going to go out tomorrow to check out West Pitt County and Greene County to see the damage there, because things are not done just yet. And here's a look at the radar and review from yesterday. The first storm of the day was coming out of Franklin County, moved up into Halifax. There's the other storm that we were watching that moved through the Rock Springs area. Actually ended up being the Elizabeth City, Chowan County tornado later on in the evening as it merged with the main line of storms. Then as we went towards about 6 o'clock in the evening, we noticed that there were some showers and storms starting to fire up back down towards Goldsboro, and that ended up being the Chicod, Washington tornadoes last night. And everything was offshore by the time we went towards about midnight last night. Here's a look at our precision forecast model. We've got no issues tonight, but things will be changing as we head towards late next week. Temperatures overnight will be dropping down into the 50s. We'll be into the 70s and 80s tomorrow. Good chance that a lot of people are going to see at least 79 tomorrow, if not 81, 82 degrees, especially south of US 70. But hey, sunshine in place. We'll take that. A few clouds into the evening hours, and then the clouds will really start to ramp in here as we head towards Monday. I think we'll see some breaks here and there with a few isolated pockets for maybe some drizzle or showers. Temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s. Then as we go into Monday, there will be a chance for a shower, maybe a few thunderstorms, but not the severe look. I don't think that holds off until we head towards the end of next week, the middle portion of the week. Mainly as we head towards Wednesday. So here's a look at the satellite and radar. We've got high pressure now, but things are changing back off to the west. We are watching the dry line advancing eastward through the panhandle of Texas, and we're now starting to see a couple of cells firing up into just north of Abilene, up towards Altus, Oklahoma, and Childress, Texas. And you see this dip back over here towards the Four Corners region. That is the beginnings of the big cutoff low. This is going to be a multiple-day severe weather outbreak pretty much across the Central Plains. And again, you see that there. That is where the low pressure is right now. And then as we head towards tomorrow, look what happens. That thing goes negative. The trough goes negatively tilted, and that is what's going to really kick this off. And then it cuts itself off as we head towards the middle portion of the week, and the severe weather threat kind of goes down. Look at the big surge of the big surge on Tuesday. We may be getting up into the 80s, maybe possibly. Some indications have us up towards 90 on both Tuesday and Wednesday. So I've gone ahead and pumped up the temperatures. Now by Friday, much cooler temperatures move in here. But look at that ridge back over into the western United States. We're going to be nice and cool here as we head towards the next weekend. So looking at the severe weather risk, this is the newest slight risk area. They've gone ahead and taken Lincoln out, but there's two slight risk areas from Abilene back up towards Wichita. Lincoln's been taken out, and now Sioux City back up towards Yankton, South Dakota. Looks like that's the second area of slight risk that will continue through this evening. Now we head out towards tomorrow. A moderate risk for severe weather. That's what you see there in the red. That is for Fayetteville, Arkansas, down towards Little Rock, Greenville, Mississippi, Shreveport, Louisiana, including Jonesboro, Arkansas. The yellow, that is a slight risk for severe weather. Des Moines, Iowa, Kansas City, Missouri, back over towards Paducah, Kentucky, and all the way south to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Tomorrow is going to, tonight's going to be more so a damaging wind and hail threat, maybe an isolated tornado. Tomorrow, there will be that potential for possibly some strong damaging winds and large hail and also tornadoes. Likely this will be upgraded to a high risk for severe weather by tomorrow morning with the next update that comes out here at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Then day 3 comes along. That's going to be another severe weather threat for Jackson, Starkville, Mississippi, back up towards Memphis and Jackson, Tennessee. That's where the moderate risk will be. And again, that's where we're going to be talking about the potential for damaging winds, large hail, and possibly even tornadoes through Mississippi and Tennessee. And that extends all the way from Beaumont, Texas, back to the east to Mobile, Alabama, and stretches all the way up towards Asheville, North Carolina, and as far north as Indianapolis and Ottumwa, Iowa. By day 4, we're talking about this pushing eastward. It's going to be basically traversing into Alabama, Georgia, and then day 5 is going to be us here in eastern North Carolina. So here's a look at the precision forecast model. We'll take you through the overnight hours tonight. Again, not too bad tomorrow. We're going to be up there near 80. Upper 50s and low 60s on Monday morning. There could be a couple of showers working their way through here. Now, Monday, that's going to be the severe risk for Mississippi and Tennessee. You see how by the afternoon hours, supercell thunderstorms start to fire up there. We could have a couple of showers in through here on Monday afternoon, but again, we're not going to be dealing with very much. Maybe a tenth or quarter of an inch of rain in some localized spots. We're not all going to see rain on Monday. Highs in the upper 70s to near 80. Then we head out towards Tuesday, and that's when the whole line congeals, comes together, and starts to trek across Mississippi and Alabama and into Georgia by Tuesday morning. But again, like I was saying, on Tuesday, we're going to be really warm, and we're going to get a chance for showers and storms in through here. We should warm up into the mid-80s before that happens. And again, we could see a couple of strong storms in through here on Tuesday. I don't think the threat's going to be all that great, but we could see a couple of strong storms in through here. But maybe some gusty winds and maybe a few hail stones. And then Wednesday is when I think we're going to have the worst of it for us here in eastern North Carolina. And we could see some damaging winds again and hail. So we're going to be watching that very closely. By the end of the week, this system is very persistent. And you saw that on the heights, that low is going to keep spinning for a couple of days. Now, the cold front's going to try to work its way through here on Thursday. We're still going to try to make 80 that day. But behind that, we cool it down as the low sits on top of us. On Friday, we're down to 73 and 75 by Saturday, 65 rather by Saturday. And likely it's going to stay very unsettled until that low can kick out. And that may not be until maybe Sunday or Monday of next week. That's going to do it for me here on the ENC Weather Update. You can stay up to date with us Facebook, Twitter, WNCT.com, and our brand new Storm Team 9 app in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Have a great rest of your evening, a great day tomorrow, and a great weather week ahead. And stay alert. We'll keep you guys updated on the developing severe weather situation if it does come to fruition. Hopefully it doesn't after yesterday, but we will keep you guys alerted to that as we go into the next couple of days.